So that question that I'm asking you, what is the length of the branches, has to do with this exercise that we did. So in that exercise, I'm not giving you the sequence and asking you to find the distance, the p distance, but you will have an exercise in the exam where you're going to have to find p distances. And what do we do with the p distances? That's the next part. We are going to build a matrix, or we build many matrices, and we start building a tree here. So the way to go about this is, once I have the p distances, which are the differences between each of these two in proportion to how long the sequence is. So that's like 6 differences out of 10 nucleotides that are compared. All right, then I find the smallest number. So then I find what's the smallest number between those two. And so B and D are my smallest number. So that my distance was 0.2. So I put B and D in that node. And then I build a tree again, and B and D are together. And I compare what's the distance between B and D and A. The distance between B and D and A is the average of the distance of A and D and B and A and D. So this 0.6 came from B and A, which was 0.6, and D and A, which was 0.6. Conveniently, the average of 0.6 and 0.6 is 0.6. And then the A and C stay the same, 4/10, and C and B and D is the average between the distance C and B and C and D. So you're going to look at C and D, okay, not here, C and D is half, and C and B. C and B also half. So the average between half and half is half. And then you use this matrix to look, okay, what's the smallest distance between all of these? So that's 0.4. Then you go like, oh, okay, 0.4 is my next branch, and 0.4 is the distance between A and C. So A and C are my new node, and the distance between them is 0.4. And the way you're going to answer that question is, how long is this? So if this plus this is 0.4, and you're just going to do an average, then that distance here is 0.2. And B and D, it was 0.2. So this plus this is 0.2. Therefore, the half of that is 0.1. That's the approach you're going to use to answer that question in the homework, and a similar question in the exam.